Hello, wrestling fans! NXT Worlds Collide 2022 was a very good show from the Performance Center down in Orlando, Florida. The show kicked off with Ricochet challenging Carmelo Hayes, accompanied ring by Trick Williams for the North American Championship. The early going, they're going back and forth. Ricochet hits a great drop kick. Hayes hits a super kick. They actually Hayes eventually hits a springboard clothesline. They actually both would have springboard on each other and collided in the ring after hitting each other with numerous clotheslines. Ricochet hit a jumping enziguri followed by a super kick of his own. Then he hit what they called the recoil. I don't know what that move is. Ricochet did a baseball slide on the Trick Williams out on the floor. Hayes hit a suplex, which turned into a ace crusher. Ricochet kicks out of that. Ricochet climbs the ropes, and as Hayes tried to come to the top rope, come off the top rope, Ricochet climbs the top rope, superplexes Hayes. Then Ricochet with a suplex into a fireman, like a fireman carry Pele, but I think Hayes blocked the Pele kick. Hayes hit a lung blower. Ricochet tries to pin Hayes, but he kicked out. Ricochet hit a spin kick, followed by the Poison Rana, which is the rewind Rana, or backwards Hurricane Rana. Ricochet tries to climb the ropes, but Trick Williams comes to the apron and whipped the championship belt. He tried to hit him with it, but Ricochet just a second rope drop kick on the Trick, knocking him out to the floor. Ricochet attempts the shooting star press from the top rope, lands on his feet. Carmelo small packages Ricochet to pick up the win and retain the North American Championship. Next up was a 4-team elimination match, as we saw Elton Prince and Kit Wilson, Pretty Deadly, accompanied by Lash Legend, taking on tag team champions Brutus and Julius Creed, the Creed brothers representing the Diamond Mine. They were accompanied by Damon Kemp. The NXT UK tag team champions Brooks Jensen and Josh Briggs, accompanied by Fallon Henley, versus Gallus, Mark Kofi, and Wolfgang, accompanied by Joe Coffey, or Coffey, well, Coffey, not Coffee like people drink in the morning. This was a 4-way match to unify both the NXT and NXT UK Tag Team Championships. Early in the match, let's see, there was actually a pre-match brawl with all 4 teams before the bell rang. Henley and Legend actually started butting heads, and they went into the ring. Everybody was doing multiple dives over the ropes to the floor. Jensen hit a famouser, I think, on Wolfgang, then a spin kick on Wolfgang. Eventually, Gallus eliminated Briggs and Jensen. It was some kind of a double team move. Brutus Creed hits a Starlight German suplex on one half of Pretty Deadly. The Creeds hit a Doomsday double team move, which got Gallus eliminated. Eventually, Pretty Deadly hit a double team gut buster on one of the Creed brothers. Brutus took a lot of punches. Julius finally gets the hot tag. Gallus, as well as Briggs and Jensen, they come back out and they're brawling with each other, and security's trying to separate them. Julius hit an angle slam, and the referee tried to count, but somebody bumped into him out on the floor. He hit the apron and he was down. Damon Kemp hit a spear on, I forgot, Elton Prince or Kit Wilson of Pretty Deadly. He picks up the chair, but he hits was it Julius from behind? And Pretty Deadly scored the pinfall to become the unified NXT Tag Team Champions. So I guess it's safe to say, one thing I did not mention is that they showed footage from earlier in the day that Roderick Strong was placed inside of an ambulance, so maybe we may have figured out who attacked him, since Damon Kemp has turned on the Creed brothers and all of Diamond Mine practically. So I guess Damon Kemp was the one who attacked Roderick Strong. Next up was a triple threat match to unify the NXT Women's and NXT UK Women's Championship, as we saw Miko Satomura versus Blair Davenport versus Mandy Rose. Satomura was double teamed by both Blair and Mandy in the beginning. Miko eventually spin kicks Davenport. Davenport hits a Hurricane Rana on Mandy. Mandy hits the old Scott Hall slam on, was it on Blair? Miko and Mandy have a slugfest in the ring. Mandy eventually hits a spine buster. Mandy superplexed Blair. Miko hits the frog splash off the top rope onto Blair after she got superplexed by Mandy. Miko hits a double DDT on Mandy and Blair. Miko hits a DVD on Mandy. Tries to go for a 3 count, but Blair hits a double stomp off the top rope to break up the pin. Blair hits a short knee, but Miko kicks out. Mandy hits both ladies with the running knee strike, and she pinned Blair to unify the NXT Women's title with the NXT UK Women's Championship. Next up was a match for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship, as we saw Nikki ASH and Doudrop from Challenge, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. Good match these two ladies, these two female teams had. Doudrop dominated both Carter and Chance in the beginning. Carter gets the hot tag. Carter takes a double T move that Edge and Christian were known from Nikki and Doudrop. Chance tags back in and hits Nikki with a top rope stomp. Nikki drops. Oh, I forgot what she did to Chance. Eventually, Gigi Dolan and JC Jade of Toxic Attraction, they come out, but Nikki ASH goes after them in the aisle. I think it's Gigi Dolan that's currently injured right now. And eventually, Carter powerbombs Doudrop and I forgot. Carter, one of them hit a powerbomb on Doudrop, the other one hit a 450 splash off the top rope and got the pin, enabling Carter and Chance to defeat Nikki ASH and Doudrop to retain the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship. Next matchup, we see to unify the NXT Championship with the NXT UK Championship as Tyler Bate took on Braun Breaker. Very good matchup here. Early going, Braun hits a Hurricane Rana, followed by a stalling suplex and a standing moonsault. Bate hits a dive out to the floor. Braun catches Bate in midair, hits his father's old power slam that his dad was known for. Bate hit an exploder suplex and a standing shooting star press. Bate counters another Hurricane Rana with a power bomb. Braun hit his father's old top rope bulldog. He hit a suplex into a power bomb, but Tyler kicked out of that. Bate eventually gets Braun up for an airplane spin into the move I remember as the Amityville Horror. Bate hits the Tyler Driver 97, but Braun kicked out of that. Braun did the press into power slam that Goldberg was known for, but Tyler got his foot on the rope. Tyler hit the ropes, but Braun spears Tyler Bate and pins him to unify both NXT and NXT UK championships. And Bate, to show as a great way to end the show, he took both belts, placed them on Breaker's shoulders. They hugged and they raised each other's hands, and the show had gone off the air. Well, this was a very good show, even though they only had a few weeks to build it up and stuff. I think NXT, because I remember, talking to a friend saying that I think, even though I don't watch NXT on Tuesday nights, I think NXT, their 2-hour show on Tuesday nights, they're throwing so much at the fans, it's hard to keep up. I think they should extend it to a 3-hour show on Tuesday nights. And I really think, they should take all their bigger shows than usual, and put them on Peacock/WWE Network. My understanding, NXT will present Halloween Havoc Saturday, October 22nd, but nothing was announced yet during this show. But seeing that October 22nd is a Saturday, it might end up a Peacock/Network special. Now, of course, as everyone knows, NXT UK is no more, and in 2023, NXT Europe will be launched. I think, I don't know what this does for Gallus, Tyler Bate, Blair Davenport, Miko Satomura, well, maybe Gallus, they'll still be around, because they'll probably maybe have a match with Briggs and Jensen eventually, maybe this Tuesday night on NXT. Interesting to see where they go with Damon Kemp. Pretty Deadly are the tag team champions of NXT now, unified tag team champions. But who's going to stop Mandy Rose? 300 some odd days. She's been champion since October of last year. I mean, who's going to dethrone her finally? With NXT's bigger shows, my only complaint about them is they only do 5 or 6 matches. I don't know if they can try to extend that, and because I just don't know. They can't have everybody on the roster if they're only going to keep that formula up of 5-6 matches per, bigger show. Like I said, Halloween Havoc will be in October. War Games is in December. Don't know the date for that yet. But all the bigger than usual Tuesday night shows like New Year's Evil, Vengeance Day, Heat Wave, Great American Bash, they should all be on Peacock or the network. So, let me know what you all thought. This I thought was a good show.